very simple. Either tell us your most embarrassing story, and I mean most, or just do what's in the envelope. Piece of cake.
You mean most embarrassing professional story?
Yes.
Nothing that happened at the clock tower.
No, nothing. I think we know the clock tower's already banned you, so.
Okay. My most embarrassing story professionally probably occurred in the Senators' dressing room. In the early days, might have been the first year of the Senators. And I had written a story about a player for the Senators who unfortunately is going through a hard time right now with post-concussion syndrome and such, Mike Peluso, who had been pretty much a rough and tumble guy around the league, a goon. And he came to the Senators and actually showed that he had some hockey skills. He might have been close to leading the team in goals that first season. Wow. The Detroit Red Wings are coming to town, and they have Bob Probert in their lineup, who at the time was the heavyweight champion of the National Hockey League. And the story I wrote was along the lines of, here was Mike Peluso, who used to be this tough guy, but has now evolved into this very valuable member of the Senators. And in earlier times with Bob Probert coming to town, people probably would have just expected him to be fighting Bob Probert because that's what he did. Now he's too valuable to do that. They need him on the ice scoring goals. The headline on the story winds up being Probert versus Peluso ? So show up at the rink the next day, get into the dressing room, talking to a player in the corner of the room, and Peluso comes off the ice. Steaming. He's already shot a puck at me from the ice. And I'm like, was he kidding doing that? Comes into the room steaming. And Mike Peluso is an intimidating individual. Okay. At the time he had, the hockey hair mullet going.
Yeah.
6'3", 4, 220 pounds. Comes in, steaming toward his stall. Sees me in the corner. Throws his gloves off into his stall. You're nothing but a joke as a sports writer. This was embarrassing.
Right.
Yeah.
Sitting there.
Yeah.
That moment, another player, Jim Thompson, comes out of the shower.
Oh.
Allison, with his towel wrapped around him. With his towel wrapped around him.
Yeah.
Comes over to join the fray. And who wrote that I'm going to New Haven? I'm not going anywhere. So, here I am. Early in my sports writing days, sitting with the two toughest guys on the team looming over me, questioning my bona fides as a hockey writer.
Right.
Anyway,
wow.
It was a feud that lasted for about a week.
Okay.
But ended up resolving itself, and no punches were thrown.